If it's considered a donation to your organization, then it doesn't really matter where it's coming from, and that's my first inclination. And it would just look like program income as a donation. So you should be okay with that, as long as you're willing to follow up on it. You don't want to say that you're going, or that you are going to make this donation and then you don't. One of the things about matching funds is that even when the grant funds are not, the matching funds are not required, when you're dealing with a federal or state funder, if you say that you're going to match a certain amount of money within your budget, you're held to that standard, even if it's not required. So you don't ever want to propose something in a grant that you have no intention of fulfilling. But as far as, personally contributing to the project, as long as it's to the organization and it's a donation, then I would assume that it would go back to the board, and the board would vote on how that money would be used, and you would probably be fine.
All right. Is there a risk that if you show a reduced budget in your sustainability plan, that the funder will then opt to fund the program at that level rather than at your initial request? Is the only way to avoid them doing that is to describe the differences in the current need and the future ones, or do you have any other strategies?
Yeah, no, that's a perfect plan. And I've never seen a problem with a funder saying, well, why would we want to fund 100% of the budget when we could fund the smaller amount of the budget? Because you spend the entire rest of the narrative explaining why you need 100% of that budget. And so if that's a concern, just explain why the reduction of funding and explain why it's consistent with a reduction in need.
Great. Well, that was the last question we had in the queue. If anyone else has questions, we've still got some time, so you could